And what is up, y'all? Back with another one. And in this video, for right now, I'm just going to do 4 movie reviews. Because either the mail hasn't shown up yet, or I didn't get any movies in the mail today. Which I find impossible because I've got like 35 on the way. So I should be getting some. I'm just thinking that the mail hasn't shown up yet. I don't know. It is still blazing hot up here in northern Colorado. Like every day it's over 95 degrees. It's been that way the whole past week, and it looks like it's going to be that way for the next week. Just like 96, 96, 98, 99, 97, 96 every freaking day. No cloud coverage. It's hot as hell. So maybe that's slowing the mail guy up. I don't know. But let's get into these movie reviews. I've got 4 of them to talk about. Actually, 3.5. Let's start off with the worst. Matrix Resurrection. Oh my God. I had to turn this off midway through because it sucks so bad. I'm not kidding. This is a steaming pile of shit. I don't even know where to start with this thing. It is fucking atrocious. It is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Like I said, I had to just shut it off. I couldn't make it any further. I got an hour and 15 minutes into this thing. It's like 2.5 hours long. So I barely made it over halfway, and I just couldn't take it anymore. I'm like, I don't care how much I spent on this. I am done watching it. It's just a steaming pile of horse shit. I haven't seen a movie this bad in a long time. Like I said, I couldn't even finish it. I couldn't, it is so woke and stupid. The story doesn't make any kind of sense. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. It's ridiculous. All they do throughout the whole movie is like show flashbacks of the other movies, which pretty much shits all over those at the same time. Like I said, it's so diverse and woke and just fucking stupid. You got Morpheus dressing up like he's a $2 pimp from Harlem with these bright fucking suits on. Looks ridiculous. You got Doogie Howser in there. He's Neo's therapist, because that's what you do these days. You got to go to your therapist. And he's got these blue glasses on, like something a libtard would wear. Of course, the head of the crew, of the little crew of the ship that brings Neo in, of course, she's got blue hair, a buzz cut blue hair thing. Oh my God. It's like, did a trans person make this movie? Oh yeah, they did. Lana Wachowski. And I just looked it up, and both of the brothers are trans. The one's Lily Wachowski, and the other one's Lana Wachowski. What are the odds of that? You trying to tell me that God was 0 for 2 with that, and he put both of their brains into the wrong bodies? Yeah, I find that hard to believe. But yeah, they've got these like behind the scenes things when the menu comes up, and that Lana Wachowski looks like a fucking clown. She literally looks like he looks like a fucking clown with these big, fat, like rope things coming out of her head that are all different colors. These stupid, big, white, bug-eyed glasses. Looks fucking dumb. Fucking retarded. This movie sucks ass. Fuck this movie. I'll never watch that again. It makes me not even want to watch the first one again. And I love that movie. I used to love that movie. Yeah, I can't understand how that could be so bad. It's so stupid. Of course, you got Will Smith's wife in there. What's her stupid ass name? Who cares? She's in there. What the fuck is her name? The bald one. The bald one. She's so dumb I can't even remember her damn name. Jada Pinkett Smith. She's in it. It's like the worst old people makeup ever. It's like, why didn't you just find some old black lady? Why do you have to put all this shitty looking makeup on Jada Pinkett Smith to make her look old? It's just so dumb. God. And of course, one of the women on the crew has just got her whole chest and arms and everything just all tattooed up. It looks like complete shit. Like, what the fuck? No wonder why all these girls are covered in tattoos, because every movie made after like 2016, every female in the movie is covered in these shitty tattoos. And of course, it's like monkey see, monkey do with these people. They see all these other women with tattoos, so they got to go get them too. It looks like garbage. When you have your chest tattooed, you don't need your chest tattooed, or your neck, or your face. Leave your chest alone. You're just making it worse. God, okay, I need to move on. But man, I'm telling you what, I fucking hated that movie. I hated every second of it. And like I said, I couldn't even finish it. It was that bad. Let's move on to some better stuff, because anything is better than that. Fuck The Matrix. Next one, Deadpool. And this was about what I thought it was going to be, but it was a lot darker. I knew it was going to be just chock full of smart-ass Ryan Reynolds ripping off one-liner after one-liner after one-liner after one-liner, which is pretty much the entire movie. But it was a lot dark. The comedy was a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. I mean, for sure, this is an R-rated movie all day, every day. Yeah, there's nothing PG-13 about this at all, especially when they show Ryan Reynolds taking it up the ass from his nasty-looking girlfriend. I'm sorry, she could be attractive, but again, she's got to be covered in little doodles all over her body. Okay, it's like you don't take a Ferrari and then put bumper stickers all over it. You just leave it with its natural beauty. That's what these women need to do. She would have been a nice-looking woman if she didn't have all that garbage all over herself, which just screams that she's a whore. And guess what? She is a whore. She's a complete whore. Yeah, he falls in love with a hoe. And then after he leaves, she goes and gets a job at the strip club, because that's just the low life that she is. But anyways, like I'm saying, she fucks him up the ass in one scene, and it's just disturbing. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see it. I mean, it did have some decent parts. There were some funny one-liners. I'm telling you, the funniest guy in this movie is the bartender. Dude, the stuff that he was saying, almost everything he said had me laughing. When Ryan Reynolds comes in and his face is all burnt up and nasty looking, he's like, dude, your face looks like Freddy Krueger fucked a topographical map of Utah. When he said that, I was laughing out loud, dude. That's a good one right there. But it just had a lot of that stuff. A lot of just real witty, just smart ass humor in it, which was cool. I mean, it was all right. It just, like I said, it was a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. I didn't think it was going to be that just deranged in a way. So for that reason, it just doesn't have that feel good aura to it. It's just dark. It's dark. It's kind of depressing. Like I'm saying, I mean, he falls in love with a hooker. I'm supposed to like that? It's supposed to be appealing to the audience that he falls in love with a complete fucking sex worker? Wow. Go Ryan Reynolds. I think you can do a little better. But yeah, it was decent. The action scenes were okay. I don't know. Like I said, this kind of fell under my expectations. I don't think it was super great or anything. I don't know when I'm going to be watching it again. I'd probably give this maybe I'm feeling like a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 feels about right to me. I'd give that Matrix thing a -2 out of 10. Piece of shit movie. Let's move on. I got 2 left here to talk about. Pathfinder unrated. I liked it. Fun movie. I know this probably didn't get high ratings at all. I don't really give a shit. I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool. The Vikings in this movie that come over are badass. I feel like if Slayer could manifest itself into characters in a movie, it would be those Vikings. Just totally hardcore looking, all big and beefy and just, yeah, badass looking. And of course, Carl Urban, the guy that was raised by the natives who just seemed to like to sit around and smoke pot all day, he ends up defeating all of them. Single-handedly pretty much defeating all of them. I know you're supposed to be rooting for the natives, for the Indians, and you're supposed to hate the Vikings, but I really didn't hate the Vikings. Okay? They were coming over there to take the land. They wanted to actually do something with the land. The Indians weren't doing much. They were just sitting around smoking pot, not doing shit, not developing anything, not bettering their societies whatsoever. And here come the Vikings with the superior armor, superior weapons. They actually had boats. Imagine that. They actually had boats. They were actually smart enough to design and build boats. I didn't see the native people with any boats. So, I mean, that's just the way it goes. You have a war, winner takes all. Winner gets the land. Which, side rant, which makes me wonder about like World War II and stuff. It's like Germany lost, but they still get to be Germany. Japan lost, but they still get to be Japan. How come we didn't take those lands? We defeated those countries. It's almost like it was a big scam. Almost like it's a big theatrical show. It's like the only people that got land were the Jews. Huh. Amazing how that works. Okay, side rant over. This was a cool movie. Visually stunning, really good action scenes, pretty bloody, pretty gory. Yeah, I liked it. I'm spitting all over the thing here. I'm getting a little too excited. Yeah, this is a cool movie. Not a lot of color in it. It's pretty much like a black and white movie almost. It's so dark and grim. It's like the only color you see is when blood goes flying across the screen. But it was cool. If you haven't seen this and you like these types of movies, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. It's just a fun way to spend an hour and a half or so. Okay, last on the list here. And before I get into the last movie, I got one more thing to say about Deadpool. What's up with Deadpool showing up on the covers of other movies? I've seen it twice now. Like on the 127 Hours Steelbook edition, it's got Deadpool on the front. And he's like holding up his severed arm. He's going, I wish I was in this movie. It's like, dude, that's on the front of the 127 Hours movie? Deadpool? What? I don't understand it. He's also on the cover of an Edward Scissorhands Blu-ray, where it shows him like dancing around, he's holding scissors in his hands. Deadpool. On the cover of an Edward Scissorhands movie. What does Deadpool have to do with Edward Scissorhands or 127 Hours? Someone please explain it to me in the comments. Let's move on to the last movie here. I went ahead and I opened up my Indiana Jones Complete Adventures box set. And this is nice. Wow, this is really cool. The only bad thing about this is the way they put the Blu-rays in. These little cardboard sleeves. So you got to pull it out. But yeah, this is pretty awesome. But I went ahead and I watched Raiders of the Lost Ark because I keep seeing over and over where people are saying that that's a perfect movie. That's a perfect movie. 10 out of 10. I would disagree with that. I don't think it's a perfect movie. I think it's pretty darn good. I'd probably give it like an 8 out of 10. But I don't think it's a perfect movie. First of all, it's not a perfect movie because of the female actress that they chose, who is very average looking in my opinion. Not anything spectacular, does not come off as a Hollywood star. She's just average. She's like someone that you'd see at Walmart. It's like in the Bible story, they've got the maid Marion, and in Raiders of the Lost Ark, they got the mid Marion because she is very mid. But I mean, I guess if you're in the middle of the desert and all the other women have got their faces covered up with ninja masks, I guess she would be pretty attractive. The movie also had a ton of animal abuse, okay, which I did not like. They killed the little monkey with the poisoned dates. I was like, poor little monkey. He had to take the brunt of that. He had to be the one to get poisoned. That was not cool. And then when Indiana Jones goes down into that room where they found the Ark, it was all full of those snakes and everything. He's literally like pumping gasoline onto the snakes with this giddy looking smile on his face. As he's spraying all the snakes with gasoline, and then he just roasts them, throws a match into them or whatever, and just burns up all these snakes. What'd those snakes ever do to you? Nothing. But you went ahead and burned them anyways, man. And if you watch closely at the very beginning of the movie, after he steals that golden skull thing, and he comes out and all those native people are surrounding him, I swear to God, there's one native guy that looks like Samuel L. Jackson. It's like, was that his first role ever? To play some crazy native? It looks just like him. I should have took a snapshot and showed it to you, but I'm too lazy. And it's so funny too, because that Nazi guy, then the guy that gets his face melted off at the end, his face looks like it's made out of plastic before that even happens. He looks like he's got a plastic looking face. The guy with the little round glasses, he walks in and he tells Marion that she's acting like a typical American and she's overdressing for the situation. Meanwhile, he's wearing like 3 layers of suits with a jacket, black leather gloves. when he's in the middle of the fucking desert? And then as he's saying that, he's taking out this thing looks like some kind of nunchucks or something, and he's bolts it together, and it's a little portable hanger so he can hang his jacket on it. But she's the one that's overdressing as he's constructing a portable hanger for his jacket while he's wearing black leather gloves in the desert. Come on, dude. Get real. Another plot hole is after Indiana Jones is in that room with the snakes, they just seal him up down there, hoping that he's going to die. They throw Marion down in there, and they just want them both to die. It's like, dude, that's a huge discovery. That's a huge archaeological discovery. You don't want to go down into that room and see the writings on the wall or see those big pillars or anything. You just want to seal up Indiana Jones down there and kill him and not even look around. That's the room that had the ark in it. Are you kidding me? They would have fished his ass out of there, probably shot him, and then went down and explored the area. But no, we're just supposed to believe that they just sealed it up and that's that. And then Indiana Jones knocks like one wall down and he's out and he's free. I don't know. But like I said, it is a good movie. It is a good movie, and Harrison Ford is super young in that. Wow. It's like crazy how young he looks. But I mean, it was good. I'm not talking shit on the movie. It was entertaining. I just don't think it's even the best Indiana Jones movie in my opinion. I liked The Temple of Doom way better, which I know that's like blasphemous to say that I liked the, Temple of Doom, because that's the one that everybody hates. Everybody likes like part 1 and part 3 and they hate part 2. However, I love part 2. Temple of Doom, that's the most action-packed, fun movie there is, I think. Not to mention that the female lead is a hell of a lot better looking than the mid Marion. Man, I mean, at least she's blonde. She's annoying as hell, but that's the character she plays. I remember though, I was in kindergarten when Temple of Doom came out, and they actually sent letters home with us to our parents, urging our parents not to let us kids see that movie because it was satanic. Yeah, I remember bringing this note home saying that the movie is satanic and that we weren't supposed to be able to watch it. That's crazy. I mean, that's going way back into the early 80s though. That's the way it was. Actually, probably mid 80s. 84, 85, something like that. I don't know. But anyways, guys, that's all I've got for these movie reviews. As of right now, still no mail. I have not got my confirmation emails yet, so maybe there's just no mail today. If there's no mail today, I'm going to get a ton of movies tomorrow, almost guaranteed. But that's all I've got for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I got a little crazy, but I hope you enjoyed it anyways. And until the next one, y'all, peace.